Hello everyone and welcome to our Trans-Siberian adventure. We're in Kazansky station right now in Moscow and we're about to jump on the train to Yekaterinburg, which I think is about 26 hours. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so this is Trans-Siberian Railway station and it's a little bit chaotic and hard to read the signs, but we found the right place and we're on the train. I'm just getting some food and a coffee. Okay, so here we are on our first Trans-Siberian train. So we've just boarded Moscow to Yekaterinburg. This is day one. Now we haven't ever done a Trans-Siberian, so we're very excited to see what it's like. We've got a little cabin between 4 people. So we've got 2 other people staying in here with us. It's pretty nice and cozy. There's a lot of space for storage. You've got storage underneath the beds, as well as above the hallway, with the corridor is just outside our room. So the Trans-Siberian is a massive railway that goes all the way across Russia. It crosses 10 time zones. Now if you take the Trans-Siberian from Moscow all the way to Vladivostok, you can do it in about 7 days, but we're going to take some stops along the way.
We're going to go to the hot water and get some tea. Each carriage has their own hot water station. It's pretty much the only way you could make your own food or have a hot cup of drink. So we brought ourselves some tea bags and we've got some cups. A bit sketchy, you might burn yourself. Also, if you're travelling through winter and you're wondering if it's going to be cold in here, it's absolutely boiling. It's 27 degrees in this carriage. It's got food here, Corey. Just seeing we've got a little menu here. Some stuff that you can order, food, drinks. Oh, we've got some slippers. 40p for a coffee sachet. We've got some toys for the kids if they're on here. Your Mars bars, etc. About 80p or so. Noodles, but we're really struggling because we don't eat meat or dairy. We're really struggling on this trip for food. Oh, we've got a timetable. They've also got on here a timetable for you if you want to know what time you'll get into your station.
My colleague.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. We've got some new friends. It's a Croatian family. They're travelling to Vladivostok and they heard us speaking English, so they wanted to speak to us because obviously there's not many English-speaking people through Russia or this trip, so they got a bit excited when they heard us talking. And so they spoke to us and told us about their trip, and that's what we were doing. I'm too scared to drink my drink because it's really bumpy and it's boiling hot.
Okay, so in our 4-berth second-class compartment, we have got a handy light switch. And we also have a European Russian power point there. And there's plenty of hooks everywhere and storage space at each end of the bed as well.
We have some duvets here and a couple of pillows, and everyone gets one each, but they also come around and give you some fresh sheets and also a little flannel you can use to freshen up with.
So we've been on the train for 3.5 hours now and we've gone past a lot of ice, frozen lakes and rivers, but there's not a lot to see outside now. It's dark. It is 4:45 in the afternoon, but it is winter. We are on the 27th of December. Now I'm going to show you the storage space in the cabins. So if you jump up, so underneath the bed, down here, You've got a big storage space for a large suitcase. So that one fits into there. And then down here, we've got another space. And this is where my laptop is. So I'm gonna get my laptop out and do some editing because we have time to kill.
Suitcase, little flannel, and then I think it's a bottom sheet and a sheet for duvet.
Okay, so here are our facilities. We have a hot water cylinder. Charlotte is just rinsing our bowls out. And what have we got here? Last night we went to the shops and we got berry flavoured porridge. Okay, I think we may have underestimated what was in the packet. There's not enough there.
Do you want more water? It smells yummy though, it smells very nice in the restaurant.
So we've got a luxurious instant porridge mix with a side of banana. So we actually decided to go for some extra large mugs which can double as food bowls as well as teacups. But that's why our cups are so big. We were hoping to put noodles in there, but we couldn't find any noodles that didn't have milk in them. So not good. Okay, so this is a lesson learned from our first leg of the journey. Way underprepared in terms of food. It's the first night, it's about 7:30. The porridge that we have is very small and not very nice, and we haven't got much else. So we're making the mistakes and you don't have to. Thank us later. But yeah, it's not going good right now. Charlotte is not happy camper. Okay, so we've just woken up and we look outside and it's just a frozen white landscape. There's snow everywhere and it's very beautiful, but it looks very cold. I think we're still on the train for another 5 hours or so, is that right? 6 maybe? So sleep last night was a bit like, it reminded me of like a washing machine. If you could imagine yourself sleeping on top of a really big washing machine, it was just like, and you're just shaking constantly, which can be comforting, but when it jolts, it can also like startle you and wake you up as well. But it was okay. It was nice to just sleep in and not have to get up for anything. So we've gone ahead overnight 2 time zones. So we are 2 hours ahead of Moscow now.
More bigs.
Okay, my first experience of going out of the train. Oof, oof. Oh. Welcome to Siberia. It's very cold and very white, and the snow is soft. It's currently snowing right now. We've got half an hour break. Bloody heck. Okay, so temperature outside is pretty cold. I've only got a t-shirt on and this jacket, but I don't think I could last very long out here. Definitely need loads of layers when we get to Yekaterinburg, but for now, just a little experience outside the train. We've got half an hour here and then we'll be jumping on, and I think it's only a couple more hours until we get to Yekaterinburg. It's so deep. Okay, so we're with our new friends here. Hello everyone.
Hi.
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 Nikolai. Hey. And we're just having some
Can
snacks.
you speak something? We are here in, I don't know where.
Somewhere in Russia.
Somewhere in Russia. Outside is nobody and nothing. I see the small houses for dogs. Yes, and nothing of these houses. But I don't know where is the people.
Yeah, I don't know.
Only houses and only dogs inside.
Yeah. So there's not a hell of a lot to do while we're on the train, especially if the people you're bunking with don't speak English. Nothing else to do aside from just sit back and admire the scenery. I might go and make myself a coffee now. Then I'm going to take a little wander and see if I can find the restaurant car. So we're going to go check out the restaurant now. This is where it gets cold. Here's the cold. Okay, so I found the restaurant car. It's really nice in there, nice and clean, nice and spacious. There were 3 ladies in there. Didn't speak any English, but they had a good selection of dry snacks. They also had a hot menu as well as breakfast and lunch. It does take a little bit of getting to get there, and you do have to cross through icy chasms, and you have to like step over the gap, and it's quite hectic.
So a couple of times during the journey we've had some of the train staff come down and offer some food. Some like, looks like maybe bread and then some stuffed kind of wraps, they kind of seem like. But because of the language barrier and because we don't eat meat or dairy, we don't want to take the risk of buying it, but at least there's an option there. It took me at least till this morning for my stomach to get a bit settled. It's very, very bumpy. Like Corey said, it feels like you're just laying on top of a washing machine, like constantly being jolted. Now I feel much more settled, like I can just kind of do my thing, but before I just wanted to lay down because I felt nauseous. I'm glad that we decided to do this in winter because I've been just looking outside at the view for the past few hours. It's so pretty. And it's so warm in these cabins. It feels very cozy, but you do get very hot, so make sure you maybe bring, you know, some t-shirts and like some little shorts or pajamas at night time. We've lost one companion now, so it's just 3 of us, and it does feel like there's a lot more space now. Like it does feel a bit more roomy now we have this bit free. So usually when there is 4 people in, here, it does feel a little bit cramped, but you deal with it, it's fine. So this is only a 24-hour journey. I'm really nervous about the one that's going to be nearly 3 days long. This is our next one. I don't know if I'll survive.
I think the Trans-Siberian is quite heavily romanticised, and while it is very beautiful outside, I don't think it's as glamorous as people try and make it seem. I guess unless you're travelling first class, but like the windows are they're kind of clean on the inside, but they're all dirty on the outside, so you don't get like this flawless view. The beds are alright, beds are quite comfy. It's more of an experience, I think, rather than like a glamorous. And I was a little bit worried that we were missing out on some of that experience by being in second class. Like that we weren't going to be sort of like bungled in with everyone in third class, because going through third class is like, it just smells like feet, and there's just like legs hanging out everywhere, and people are all in each other's space. It's really like cramped conditions. And in one way I sort of thought that I wanted to have that experience because I thought I would miss out on like meeting other people and stuff. But being here in second class, you know, if you leave your door open, you know, smile at people and stuff, they'll come and sit down and have a chat with you. It's definitely a little community, especially in your cabin as well. You sort of like try and speak broken English to people, and it is nice. You're not missing out if you go in second class, but definitely an experience rather than a luxurious train travel trip.
Okay, so that is it for our first part of the Trans-Siberian adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We've just arrived in Yekaterinburg. It's cold and it's snowing, and we need to go get to a hotel. So we'll see you guys in the next Trans-Siberian leg. Bye!
We want to say thank you for watching. If you guys have any questions about this journey, then feel free to leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe to our channel because we're going all the way to China on the Trans-Siberian.